What's up, everyone? This is CT with my 2014 Carolina Panthers versus Baltimore Ravens preview. And man, we gotta go see Steve Smith this Sunday. And in a way, I'm looking forward to it. In a way, I'm not. But all right, real quick, I want to introduce y'all to this is my dog Rocky. Say hello, Rocky. The Panthers gonna win? You don't know shit. But yeah, we gotta go see Steve Smith, who's my favorite Panther of all time. I think he's pretty much like any Panthers fan's favorite Panther of all time. Most, at least, shouldn't say all. But this is going to be a very similar type matchup to what we face against Baltimore, because Baltimore and Pittsburgh, or what we face against Pittsburgh, because Baltimore and Pittsburgh are very similar teams, and I think that is actually going to help us in a lot of ways because uh, Carolina is aware of that, and they're going to watch the film of Pittsburgh and make the corrections, which will help them in this game. And Steve Smith's going to be talking trash, so everyone needs to stay composed and calm, and execute the game plan. But this is going to be a tough game, man. Baltimore's a really good team. They just destroyed the team. No, not just this past Thursday, or was no 2 Thursday ago, I guess it was. They destroyed the team that we just got destroyed by, and we just got to play better, man. If we're not that, the way we played Sunday is not going to happen. I don't think any time the rest of the year, because there were like I said in my recap, in my rant, basically, there were so many uncharacteristic mistakes that we made in that game, and I don't see it happen again. Especially on the defensive side of the ball and special teams. You're not going to fumble a punt, muff a punt, basically, for a touchdown every game, or hardly ever, really. And you're not going to, or we're not going to give up that many rushing yards like we did against against Pittsburgh, because that. What's the last time we've given up? What did we give up, over 200 yards? That's ridiculous. I think that's the first time that's happened, probably since some point 2012. Maybe not even 2012. I mean, man, no one ever is able to run the ball against us. But as I was watching some of the highlights of that game, a lot of those plays were, a lot of those runs, you could blame on the secondary, because they need to come up, and the safeties, really. You need to come up and fill that hole. Roman Harper and Thomas Decoud, they weren't there. They were nowhere to be found. But enough of the Pittsburgh game. What are we gonna do about Steve Smith? I guess will it be Antoine Cason who will be guarding him, or will it be Melvin White? It'll probably be Cason, but it's not a favorable matchup for us at all. And as Panther fans, we all know that Steve Smith plays better in this type of when he's really fired up. Some players don't play well when they're that emotional. He's not one of those guys. He's the one that can actually feed off of it. I don't recommend anybody on our secondary and our defense to talk trash to Steve Smith, or play that game with him, because that's what he's going to try to do. And I'm curious as if is Steve Smith like just mad at the GM and the coaching staff or whatever, or is he really got like beef with the players? How's he really feeling about the Panthers as a whole right now? Is he? I don't know if he's still cool with a lot of the players, or if he's, fuck those guys, I'm not dealing with them, and I'm moving on, and I never really thought he liked Cam. I know there's been some, there were some rumors as to some stuff that might have been going on behind the scenes when last year and when Cam first got to Carolina. But luckily, C. Smith doesn't play on defense because that wouldn't be good for Cam, I don't think. But we'll see how this game goes. They don't have Ray Rice anymore. Joe Flacco is. I don't think he's that good at all. I think he's probably the most overpaid player in the league. But I think this game's a toss-up. I really do. I'm not going to have any prediction for this game. I predicted a blowout last week, and you saw how that turned out. But I don't have any kind of prediction this week, and that's over time. The games that I really didn't come with any prediction, it turned out well for Carolina, and I'm hoping that's the same this time. And this game is really big for us, I think, because if we win this game, then it puts last week's debacle to rest, and we're 3-1, and moving on in the right direction. If we lose this game, we're 500, and it's going to bring up a lot of questions, a lot of negativity around the team, and that's what we do not want at all. The past years, especially last year, we started out poorly and just played so well down the stretch. Hopefully, we don't start out good this year and then play poorly down the stretch. You know, hopefully the opposite thing doesn't happen, but I could see that happening, and I'm not sure if I don't think Tolbert or Jonathan Stewart's playing in this game. Hopefully D'Angelo is. It's ridiculous all the injuries we have in the backfield right now. It's time to get some new running backs, I think. But But Jonathan Stewart was playing so well. It's so unfortunate that he got injured. And Tolbert, he hasn't looked good this year at all. And D'Angelo hasn't played but one game, which we couldn't really get the run going at all in that game. And I guess I know we signed Lace Strunk, which I like that signing. I don't know how he wasn't already on some other team. I thought he was really good at Baylor, and I'm not sure if Fozzie Whitaker is even healthy. So I don't know. Our backfield is a mess right now, and I know Thomas Davis has injured his hamstring. I don't know if he's playing in this game. If he's not playing, then man, it's not looking good for us. Thomas Davis is a huge part of our defense. Really, I think you could make an argument that he's as big of a leader as Luke Kuechly is. Everyone on the team respects Thomas Davis, and if we don't have him and Greg Hardy, man, that's not good. Two huge players on our defense, and I think that was a big part of why we lost last week and our poor performance on defense. I'm not sure if that would have happened if we had Greg Hardy. I don't think people realize how good he really is. I think did he have more? I think he was second in sacks last year. So I mean, he's arguably the best defensive end in the NFL. So anytime you lose that, it's going to be a big loss. And man, we don't need to be that team that starts suffering all these injuries. We're really banged up right now, and that's not good. It is only week 4 we're going into here. Not good, guys. Not good at all. And I don't know what direction this season is going to be going into now with all these injuries and the way we played on Sunday night. But we'll see. I don't think it's I don't think the injuries are gotten that bad yet, but we'll see. Cam has to play a good game. He's going against a good defense on the road, which he usually does not play well against, and we need a big KB that has to step up and be that guy now. He's played well so far, but if this team is going to go far this year, go to the playoffs or possibly beyond that, then he's going to have to be a stud wideout. He really is. I'm not sure if Kotchery's playing in this game. We really need him. Missed him last week. He probably could have had a big game against his former team. I'm sure he wanted to. So that hurt us. There's a lot of things that hurt us in that game. But we'll see how this one goes. I don't have any prediction. I think this game is a toss-up. Hopefully, the Panthers pull this one out. This is a much-needed game here. You know, uh, it's gonna be weird seeing us play against Steve Smith, man. It's just I don't like it. I really don't. And we'll see what happens though. But until then, until next time, I'll have a recap of this game on Sunday night probably, and we'll see how it goes, guys. Keep pounding, and I'll see y'all later.